The Philippines once again faced the wrath of nature and the weight of its own vulnerabilities after two powerful storms battered large parts of the country within days of each other. Typhoon Tino and Super Typhoon Uwan left a trail of devastation, hundreds dead, thousands displaced, and entire communities submerged. The first blow came from Typhoon Tino, which made landfall over the Visayas region, unleashing torrential rains, violent winds, and widespread flooding. The hardest hit include the provinces of Cebu and Negros, where rivers overflowed and landslides buried several villages. In Cebu alone, Tino dumped more than a month's worth of rainfall in just 24 hours. As of November 9, disaster officials have confirmed at least 224 deaths, with more than 100 people still missing. Tens of thousands were forced to flee their homes as rising waters transformed entire villages into extensions of the rivers. But before the nation could recover, another threat loomed.
May kukumpara nga po natin ito sa Pilipinas, yung length naman po ng Philippines, no, from Batanes to Jolo, nasa may 1,800 kilometers din. So halos buong Pilipinas nga po yung maaapektuhan nitong si Bagyong Uwan.
From the Pacific, a massive weather system nearly covering the entire Philippine archipelago on satellite images rapidly intensified into Super Typhoon Uwan. Just days after Tino's devastation, Uwan gained strength as it approached Luzon. Pag-asa raised wind signals as high as signal number 5 across several provinces, warning of intense winds and storm surges. Uwan made landfall in Aurora province on the night of November 9, packing winds exceeding 200 kilometers per hour and bringing torrential rains that battered much of Luzon. Coastal towns were inundated by storm surges, while landslides in mountainous areas cut off access to remote barangays. As of the morning of November 10, authorities have reported at least 2 fatalities, though assessments remain ongoing. President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. has since placed the entire nation under a state of calamity to fast-track relief operations and mobilize resources.
That gives us the quicker access to some of the emergency funds, number one. Secondly, it mapapabilis ang ating procurement so that we don't have to go to the usual bureaucratic procedures.
Yet as floodwaters rose, so did public frustration. The widespread inundation has reignited outrage over alleged corruption in flood control projects. Government data show that numerous flood control projects, particularly in Central Luzon and Metro Manila, remain incomplete. Some were even deemed as ghost projects. 4 communities now left underwater. Recovery may take months. But for the nation, true rebuilding must begin with fixing the very systems meant to protect its people. Typhoon Uwan has left nearly 1.2 million individuals affected across 11 regions in the country, according to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Based on the agency's 12 p.m. report on Monday, November 10, the number of affected individuals equate to more than 330,000 families. Of this number, nearly 230,000 families are from the Bicol region. There are also affected individuals in Central Luzon, Caraga in Mindanao, Mimaropa, Eastern Visayas, Western Visayas, Calabarzon, Northern Mindanao, Zamboanga Peninsula, Cagayan Valley, and Metro Manila. More than 1,000 houses were also damaged during the typhoon, majority of which are partially damaged, while 89 are totally damaged. In terms of infrastructure, the NDRRMC reported 125 impassable roads and 29 impassable bridges. Furthermore, 168 cities and municipalities in 7 regions are experiencing power interruptions, while 17 areas between Calabarzon and Bicol region have no water supply. 20 cities and municipalities in Bicol region are also suffering from non-operational communication lines. Typhoon Uwan continues to weaken as it moves away from Ilocos region. According to Pag-asa's 5 p.m. update on November 10, Typhoon Uwan was last spotted 175 kilometers west of Sinait, Ilocos Sur. It packs maximum sustained winds of 120 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 150 kilometers per hour. It is moving northwestward at 10 kilometers per hour. Signal number 2 remains hoisted over Batanes, Cagayan including Babuyan Islands, the northwestern portion of Isabela, Apayao, Abra, Kalinga, Mountain Province, Ifugao, Benguet, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, La Union, the western and central portions of Pangasinan, and the northern portion of Zambales. Minor to moderate impacts from gale force winds are possible within any of the areas under signal number 2. Meanwhile, tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is still raised over the rest of Isabela, Quirino, Nueva Vizcaya, the rest of Pangasinan, Aurora, Nueva Ecija, the rest of Zambales, Bataan, Tarlac, Pampanga, Bulacan, Metro Manila, Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, Quezon including Polillo Islands, Occidental Mindoro including Lubang Islands, Oriental Mindoro, Marinduque, Calamian Islands, Camarines Norte, and the northwestern portion of Camarines Sur. Minimal to minor impacts from strong winds are possible within any of the areas under wind signal number 1. Uwan is forecast to exit the Philippine area of responsibility Monday night or early Tuesday morning. It may re-enter PAR on Wednesday evening as it makes landfall over the southwestern coast of Taiwan. The Department of the Interior and local government is probing reports that several Cebu officials flew to Europe for a vacation while Typhoon Tino battered the island province. According to Cebu Assistant Provincial Administrator Aldwin M. Paces, the Cebu provincial government received an order from the National Office of the DILG to submit all travel orders that were given to all local chief executives. M. Paces discloses that the provincial government forwarded to the DILG documents such as travel permits that Cebu Governor Pamela Baricuatro issued to the requesting officials last September. Local officials from Cebu's 5th District, including those from the badly hit towns of Compostela and Liloan, faced public backlash following reports that they traveled to London and France during Tino's onslaught. The capital previously confirmed that the governor gave permission to travel to Catmon Mayor Avis Ginoo Monleon, San Francisco Mayor Alfredo Arquiliano Jr., Tudela Mayor Greman Solante, Poro Mayor Edgar G. Rama, Pilar Mayor Manuel Santiago, Compostela Mayor Faliger Quino, and Liloan Mayor Algio Fernando Francisco last September. Department of the Interior and Local Government Secretary John Vic Remulla says Isabela Governor Rodolfo Albano III was only a victim of bad taste after the latter's chill remark over Typhoon Uwan. Albano caught flack from social media users after telling residents in a radio interview to just chill as Uwan, then a super typhoon, loomed over the province last weekend. In an interview, Remulla says it is only the usual way that Albano talks and that the latter is just a victim of bad taste. Remulla also commended Isabela officials for being prepared for the storm. Albano previously told the Inquirer that he didn't care and didn't read the social media users' comments about his chill remark. The Isabela Governor is in Germany to attend an annual agricultural trade fair, but he promised to catch the first available flight home, according to the DILG chief.